I'm Kate Worm here to talk with you about American Journey watercolors. I do watercolor figures and some landscape. The only watercolor that I use is Cheap Joe's American Journey, and that's the truth. I've only used that always. And in talking about these colors, I'm going to also demonstrate a unique way of working with them that utilizes the transparency of watercolor but utilizes it in a unique way. So one reason I like American Journey, there's every color you could possibly want. There's a huge array of color. The paints are a little more affordable because they come in these large 37 milliliter tubes, and I squirt out quite a lot of paint. I use paint as though I was a millionaire. This is a unique, I think, approach, and what I do is squirt out a pretty good bit of it, like so, more than ½ an inch perhaps. In this case, I'm using a 4-inch soft rubber roller, Brayer, like you would use in printmaking, and I'm going to pull it down. I always pull my brayer, it always rolls in the same direction, let's put it that way. And I love, you can see the spread of the American Journey in this technique. You can see the palest tints to the thickest amount of pigment, and that gives you a great idea of the range of these paints. So, start rolling. Again, that gives you a nice idea of the range here. I am using Reeves white paper that's been toned slightly with sepia. I don't know if the camera can capture the beauty of that, but it is very beautiful down on the palette. And I actually even do some line work, some contour work. Now, not drawing in the sense of realistic drawing, but just possibly some line work, like so. Again, pulling my roller through that Ramblin' Rose in the same way. Okay, and now let's run some Viridian across that and see what happens, if anything. These are full pigment paints. They have good tinting strength, very creamy. Again, using this without water, just pulling down. Another beautiful look at the spread of Viridian value-wise. That green right over the rose there. Each color maintaining its integrity, but used in a transparent way. So that's one way I use the paints. Now, I don't do totally abstract work. I generally am working with a figure or a landscape. And so sometimes I'll do this, and then you can go ahead and add enough water and they start to run a little bit if you like that effect. It's pretty. This piece was created with American Journey watercolors and some gouache, but here is the Viridian rolled onto a toned paper. And there's the pink Ramblin' Rose has been rolled on here and there. There's a lot of rolling on of color in the underpainting of this. Some of that allowed to stand fine without any further work on top of it.